Welcome again. It's been a while since I released the last video message. Just doesn't seem to happen, does it? Anyway, how often do you do something and then think, oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that? I know I have. And I'm like, oh gosh, can I hide my face somewhere? Go underneath the table? But there's a part of us that we ourselves don't know about. That's reality. Sometimes we think that oh, yeah, we know ourselves, but no, there is always a part of us that you say, I can't believe I did that. And in fact, the Yohari window talks about this window where there's a part of you and a part of me that you know, I know, everyone knows. It's public knowledge. Just, oh yeah, Priya, she's like that. Then there's a part of us where I will know something more about what I'm doing and why I'm doing, but the others won't know. It's like the tip of the iceberg. You see the iceberg, and that's what the others are seeing, but they don't see the underlying motives that's right beneath the sea, the whole big chunk of it. And then there's a part of us that we can't see, and others can easily see into us. The blind spots. That's what we have called the blind spots. And then there's a part of us that you can't see, I can't see, but thank God that God sees all of us. He knows us much more than anyone else knows. And that's why we have to be careful between when we're judging people, because we don't know all the facts. And that's why also the blind spots, we don't know the blind spots. So it's important to be able to hear someone else speaking into our lives, because maybe they have something there that they can see, and God can be able, maybe even giving a discernment factor. And I think this is where God is like saying, confess your sins to one another, because it helps us and helps the other person know. But we need to be careful about not judging the person. We can say, look, this is what I see, but take it to God in prayer, because we may be wrong. We really may be wrong, and we may not see the bottom of the iceberg, what they are actually doing. So, but the sad part is religious type, even today, love to punish people who are out and walking in the light, who are transparent in their ways, because they judge them. Oh gosh, they like this, they're doing this. And somehow it's sad, but in our society, people who are hiding and pretend to be holier than thou type of people tend to get away with murder. And yeah, that's the sad part. But the religious people do tend to exalt those who are very good in hiding and punish those who are being transparent. But we don't need to be worried about all of that, because when you really think about it, even in the time of Jesus, the religious leaders were no different. In fact, Jesus rebukes those religious leaders and calls them whitewashed tombs. Whitewashed tombs that he says that which look beautiful on the outside, they're so lovely, but inside it's dead men's bones and everything unclean, and that's in Matthew chapter 23. So there's nothing different or unusual about it. But Jesus tells us that we are the light of the world. The light has no shadow. Light has no darkness. The deeds of darkness belong to the enemy. And hiding is a part of darkness. Hiding started with Adam and Eve when they were told they had a lovely intimate relationship with God. They walked in God's presence. They walked with Him in the cool of the day every day. And they had deep union with Him. And then the hiding began because they knew they had done something wrong. So you think God didn't see them. Obviously God saw them. But where are you? And hiding started then. And if you really go into the Hebrew word for sin, it actually means missing the mark. And in that, acting is part of it's rebuilt into the definition. Acting is being hypocritical, is being fake. It's not walking in the light as we are called to be in the light. So it doesn't matter what other people are saying about you, because what does Paul say? Paul was saying that, am I now trying to win the approval of men and not of God? If I was still trying to please men, I won't be a servant of Christ anymore. And hiding started as a result of sin, and it continues. And even if it comes in terms of relationships, many people think, oh, we're going to hide this relationship and just announce engagement or announce the marriage. But you know what? It's a breeding ground for players because a lot of people can get away with it. They can have multiple relationships and no one knows because they are in a relationship. And also, it's a catalyst for them to be able to do this, and we're part of the sin by encouraging them to be this. If only we can all live out in the open, so many hearts, innocent hearts, also won't be broken that way. And thus we're also sinning because out of selfish ambition, we think that someone else can maybe ruin our relationship. But if it was truly of God, can anything come in the way? If it was truly of God, can anything, even Satan, can he stop what God has for us? So it's up to us. We can want to hide because we want to be in the good books of men. We want our reputation to be unspoiled. But is it worth spoiling our reputation and not pleasing God? That is something we need to think about, because being a believer is going against the flow in various things. And we need to really think who we want to please today. Do you want to be open? Walk as light as Jesus commanded us, or do you want to be part of the works of the enemy and walk in darkness? Something to think about. I'm sorry, it went a bit longer than I expected. God bless you. Amen.